As Americans prepare to celebrate the 4th of July, two musicians take a journey around the country to some of the most celebrated musical cities and write their own anthem with the diverse sounds of the nation. Stephanie Ramos sat down with the pair behind it all.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, our national anthem.
The symbolic importance of the anthem for so many people emotionally moves me. We're traveling through the country to connect with different musicians. Our goal is to write an anthem, something that's representative of our country today.
In this film, you follow two incredible musicians studying the national anthem. How did you come up with this idea to try and come up with a new national anthem?
People have passionate, positive and negative feelings about this song, but pretty quickly I got into a state of mind, because I'm a creator, of not thinking about the Star-Spangled Banner itself, but thinking about the creation of an anthem for today, and what would that be? And then that quickly got into this notion of like a journey, a film that's a journey of a road trip.
And Ryan, what was that process like for you when you were approached with the idea of coming up with a new national anthem?
For us at Prox, we're just trying to bring audiences in closer proximity to stories that are often overlooked. For us, it was just about supporting them. What we loved about it, and what makes us proud of the film, is it examines a question, but then actually tries to do something about it. You know, tries to be proactive and constructive, and it's very brave in that and ambitious. You know, we were really happy with the song that was made out as a result of it.
So now, as you guys are coming up with a new national anthem, was that a concern at all, that there would be this sort of backlash from people that want to keep it traditional?
I don't think so.
You think it's,
I think you always offend somebody, no matter what side of the fence you're on.
Not really. I mean, like the thing that was so exciting about it was the creative process. Like I'm a filmmaker, and every time I start a film, I get incredibly excited about the potential to create something, even if it's stepping into difficult spaces, sort of taking a non-polemic approach to the storytelling and putting the humanity behind these issues forward. So that's sort of the state of mind that we went into. It wasn't even so much thinking so deeply about what made America so divided about this song, but by the potential of creating a song for today, an anthem for today, that was a reflection of the diversity of the country.
Let's get some vocals down.
And Ryan, what were your thoughts? Did you at all think about how it would be received?
No. Yeah, like we got a lot of faith in Pete as a filmmaker. The film it is one that is made with a sense of optimism, you know, and honesty. And as I was, you know, the film kind of starts with a little bit of education about the Star-Spangled Banner. And you learn what its origins are and the roots of it, just musically, and the fact that the music is from a British drinking song. The prospect of, you know, making something, a song about us today, you know, that is inspired by the roots of American music, you know, music that's from here. You know, we were excited about that. Like in Pete is always an honest filmmaker, but one that approaches things from a place of optimism. We're jumping with joy to get into it, to be honest with you.
Let's talk about the musicians that you paired up to go on this journey, how you came up with these two brilliant minds to tour the country and try to come up with a national anthem. What was that process like?
Kind of coincidentally, I'd known Chris for a number of years. Proximity has worked with Chris. He scored their Space Jam movie. Yeah. He's just a remarkably gifted young composer and jazz pianist.
So the film goes to some of the country's most iconic cities, from Detroit, Nashville, New Orleans, also the state of Oklahoma. There's so many different voices and sounds in this country. What was that process like in trying to decide what goes into this anthem? What pieces of the country will go into this new national anthem?
It was an evolution, and you know, as a team, we had to reflect on that question, because right off the bat, it seems impossible to have a song that represents everyone's experience. And what we decided was that we wanted to come up with a framework that could create something that's malleable, that could be transferable. the questions of genre, location, we couldn't check every box, but that we wanted to create an idea that could be adopted. And I'm adopted. I was literally adopted as a child. My birth mother was white, my birth father was black, and I was raised by a black family. And I think that that spirit is so much about what we're trying in our country, struggling to sort of make connections across racial stories, across class stories, historical stories. But we knew there were some roots in there, that we knew Native American music, we knew that blues was some sort of root. And so there were choices that we made, and there were other places where we couldn't necessarily rock music, we didn't delve into hip hop. So some of those decisions were difficult, but we believe we've created a framework that could be transferable so that, you know, artists from those genres could take this song, do a rendition of it, and make it their own.
Do you think it's an accurate representation of where we are today?
It's an expression. It's like a frame on the quilt, you know, and it's so interesting. Even the Star-Spangled Banner, in its performance, people make it their own. And even though the melody's there and the lyrics are there, you can see Jimi Hendrix perform it. Jose Feliciano. Marvin Gaye. Whitney Houston. What they're doing is they're sort of recognizing a sort of disconnect from the foundation of the song with their lived experience. And I think the intention behind saying, well, what is an anthem? What is the American story? Not only led to this particular song, but also leads to the reality that there is not just one, and there shouldn't be just one anthem, you know, for a nation as diverse and complicated as America.
And our thanks to Stephanie Ramos for that conversation.
Hi everyone, George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel, and don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.